Hi all, and welcome to Night Rips. And we're back for another opening of 1991 Topps Stadium Club Second Series. So I've been doing a lot of collating, and we're making good progress towards the completion of the second series. But, obviously we're going to open more. It'd also be nice to see if we can actually pull any more of those strange error cards, or if we can pull that one card where the image is swapped. So let's go ahead and open these up and see what we got. Again, 1991 was the first year that Stadium Club actually ever came into being. Really, as a response to all the other, you had Fleer Ultra, you had Upper Deck, you had Donruss, all these ones that were starting to come out with these premium products. So Topps needed to do something, and they came out with this, which was a premier set, going from like a 40 cents a card, or pack product, to this one actually went for about $2 a set. And actually, let's go ahead and jump to the middle like we usually do. And we see we got the bars card that shows how to read a heat map on the back of these cards. Probably the only set I've ever seen where you actually had to have instructions on how to read the stats on the back. But that, just the naming him, oh, this is cool. I didn't even know he was in this. So we got Primetime. Very nice. And Primetime is a Brave. Put him to the side. But, they needed to come back with something. So 1991... Topps worked out and started coming up with these more action-looking cards. And that's why you'll find these, not only is it going to be more of the action scenes, every once in a while you'll see one just holding it back, your pretty standard card. But you'll also see, strange ones like, who was it? Good Lord, Eric Snow, laying in a hammock. So definitely something different. And they actually worked out a deal with Kodak, because one of the things about this, and if you notice, these are full image cards. There is no border on the top. The border here is actually gold lined or gold foiled. And if you also look on the back, and you have to excuse, sometimes they do stick a little bit, but if you look on the back, they actually they're a full color back also. Less stats, more, basically more sizzle. If you look at, like, they put the image of what the rookie card for every one of the players was. Of course, that rookie card being the Topps rookie card, because the last thing they want to do is actually put any other brand. I think every once in a while you might see a Bowman. I don't remember off the top of my head, and when I look through these, I guess I can look for that. But Bowman was owned by Topps too, so that wouldn't be a big deal. But mostly what you'll do is you'll see a lot more sizzle to these cards, a lot less function, because they were wanting to, they knew the card market was changing at the time, so they needed to do something to compete. Hence Stadium Club. And Stadium Club, it's still in existence today. It's still one of my favorite products, and it's a definitely a different, it more tailors to the way the market is today, right? We really care about what's on the front of the card. We care less about what's on the back. I think very rare. Oh, that's a nice looking action there. Looks like he's about ready to fall over. I think it's very rare for people that actually likes reading the back of cards anymore. I do, but I'm strange like that. But of course, I also came up in the 80s whenever, it was a way you got stats on a player. Today it's a little bit different. You actually have the internet. You can actually look up. You've got quite a few apps that you can look up. Even the heat map. Whenever I'm at a game or whatnot, you pull up Game Day on the MLB app, and you can see exactly what's the heat area and where the pitches are going. That's something you could never get on a card. And I try to go through this pretty quick, so if you're interested in seeing the cards, you can slow this video down. Of course, then you'll listen to me even longer. But we're just looking to see what we have, see if we have any fun pullouts like Primetime, Deion Sanders there. Ken Griffey, Nolan Ryan, they were all in Series 1. And if you haven't saw that, go ahead and look at my channel, because I have those openings up there as well, since we did go through that first box of Series 1. And I'll probably have to find me another box of Series 1, since we didn't really even finish the entire set. Which is funny, if you think about it. You have 36 packs in the box, and in each pack's 12 cards. And you're only trying to finish, Series 1 was the first 300 cards, Series 2 is the second 300 cards, and yet you couldn't finish the whole thing. I think it was I had 2 cards sticking, excuse me. I think it was very interesting that they did it that way. It just made people want to have to buy more cards. But it also means you got a lot more dupes. So, and obviously I put all my dupes up on eBay just to... Otherwise, I just have tons and tons of cards. There's that bars again. So, we're looking for is Pascal Perez. He's a former Brave. We're just looking to see, we have found errors where the gold foil wasn't complete. And there is one player that I am looking for. And if we run into him, I will point him out. And if we don't need to mention it. I actually need to make sure I got the number of the card. Yeah, that's right. So a lot of times before I do these videos, I actually do a little bit of research on it. There's Terry Leach. And Terry Leach is actually one, if I remember right, that's one of the cards that we found an error for. But I'd have to go back and look. I don't have those cards sitting by me this time. Trying to keep my workspace a little bit clean. So there's his last pack. But yeah, I do try to do some research, especially in that junk era, because that was when you actually, even though you'll find errors any year. I mean, you'll find errors this year, but there were so many products coming out, and they were producing them so rapidly. That's where a lot of the more interesting errors came out. So, and unfortunately, these years the cards were so massively overproduced that they're really not worth that much. Like I said, I put them up on eBay just so I can clean out my supply, and hopefully, enough to let other people, if they are trying to collect, to fill in any gaps. Well, that's neat. I wonder if these kids actually knew that they are actually on a baseball card. But yeah, you really can't get a ton of money for these unless you get either the error cards or, some of the big ones. The Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, Chipper Jones rookie, a couple of the ones I got behind me here. And even then, like the Upper Deck 1990, I did pull a Ken Griffey Jr. double error, which was a little bit rare. All right. Your standard headshots. And of course, you've got your checklist cards. And there's 3 checklists, one for each 100. And this one's going to be $5.99. The way the checklists work, they were the last 3 cards of each series. So you got, $2.98, $2.99, and $300, and then you've got what's that? $5.98, $5.99, and $600 is your checklist. But that's cool because you couldn't look it up on the internet with this, and actually we got an error. And if you look, it's there is no gold foil at the bottom. There's a little bit where the arrows would be, and the Stadium Club is almost non-existent. But yeah, that's definitely an error card. So I don't think we found any others. But that's it for this one. Again, this was a kind of a quick rip as we go through. There is no inserts on this. This is it's 600 base cards. 300 in Series 1, 300 in Series 2. The only thing we're really looking for is there is some of these strange prints, which is they are a short print because they didn't do this on purpose. And then, pulling out some of the interesting cards, people that I grew up watching, people like Deion Sanders, who actually not only grew up watching, I actually went to school with. So it just had some pack dust on them. So that's it. I hope you like these videos. Looking at these just base cards, we are going to be opening up some more Topps Stadium Club along with other products. I got quite a bit incoming. The other ones, as the years progress, as we start moving into the later, mid and later 90s, you'll start seeing the inserts starting to appear. You'll start seeing some of the rookies appear. Or not rookies, the autographs appear. I know we have opened some looking for Reggie Jackson, looking for Roger Clemens, Hank Aaron, Nolan Ryan, Ted Williams, on and on and on. But those were very, very hard to come by. What tend to happen as the years progress, it's kind of like today, where you might not be guaranteed, but the odds were pretty heavy in your favor that you would actually pull it. So make sure you subscribe, and I'd love to share as I do find some of these. You actually could call them, some of these can be Hall of Famers that you get autos that has just been sitting in packs for the last 20 plus years. Love to share it with you, so make sure you get on the know so you can see whenever I put more videos up. And if you like these videos, go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely helps my video, helps my channel, and if you can help me, I will help you by opening up some more cool stuff. I appreciate your time watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, bye now.